It's always good just to walk around on the edges of the house and go out for a little walk, and which I love to do. I don't really have much time right now. I got so much on my plate, but it's nice to go walking around and find out where all the deer are. And most of the time, they're not too awfully far from the house. And here I've run across Forrest and Nina laying together. And, you know, those aren't brother and sisters, but Forrest has sort of adopted little Nina. She's one of Lucy's triplets. Forrest, don't do that. And look around and see what else we might have out here on the outskirts. And I see a little pile of deer right over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see 6. I think I see about 6 over there. Yeah, I think I see about 6 over there. And it's awfully good just to walk around and see. Might be 7 deer over there. Yeah, might be 7 deer over there. Walk around and see what the deer are doing. We're not too far away from the house right here. And I had a pig trap out here to call a pig in the other day. And so I just walk around there had some mashed potatoes, one of those little round bowls of mashed potatoes left over from Kentucky Fried Chicken the other day. And so I went out and put that in the hog trap to see if, what is that behind that tree? Oh, that's TC. Look at him. Is he gorgeous or is he gorgeous? He is such a big, pretty boy. He's got total hard horns right now. And somebody suggested that buck could be a killer buck, and he could with those big, long horns and big tines. And in a fight, he could kill another buck. There's no doubt about that. I can't believe every time you take a picture of a deer, they poop or pee. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? What if people were like that? Well, some of them are. Some of them are, yeah. From the gang to the feeder, and here comes TC. There comes Mr. TC. There's Forrest and Nina. I came out here early to give him a little feed out of the feeder. Nina says, I want my special little pile. Nina's got a little spoiled in that I just don't throw hers out on the ground and make her work at it very hard. She's my baby, and I don't make her work nearly as hard, so I just kind of put a little pile out there for her. And a little pile out there for Forrest. You need your own piles? There you go, baby. There you go, baby. I'm telling you, this is really something. You know, we go through an awful lot of South Fresh deer food, but this is just such a special treat to get to be with these animals and become friends with them and have them come up so close to you. And we've got, of course, Forrest and Nina. Nina was not bottle raised. Nina was not raised on a bottle at all. Lucy fed Nina totally. We tried to supplement that a little bit because we kept being worried about whether they were getting enough milk, all three, with 3 triplets. But Lucy was giving them plenty of milk, and they did just fine. And they would never really take a bottle because they were drinking from her. They really don't want to take a bottle unless they get pretty hungry. Forrest was raised on a bottle by Chris, and he is very definitely a pet. Yeah, he's my buddy. He's my buddy. Yep. His attitude is beginning to change a little bit, and we have just about decided. Well, I have decided I'm going to try to trap him back in the pen. Be able to do that hopefully with food. We'll leave one. We got 4 separate pens there, and we're going to we'll leave one open as soon as we turn all of the babies loose, and let the babies get as big as possible. Probably let them go at least another month in there with their mamas, and then we'll let all those 22 babies loose in the woods. Some of them won't survive, I don't think. That's just part of the deal. It's very unfortunate, but it is part of the deal. But a lot of them will, and they have far ahead of the percentage of the fawns that were born in the wild this spring anyway, because we've got out 24 babies, we've got 22, which is an extremely good job, if I do say so myself. Well, I did not get my camera up quick enough to get a good shot, but there was about 20 cows and calves there that one bull has gathered up. Kind of reminds me of being back in high school and college. But about 20 cows and calves he's got gathered up there. I'm going to pull up and see if we can get a little bit better look at him, but he's one big 6x6, and he has got a harem. He is going to be one busy bull. It is the start of another beautiful day, and my little deer family's out here. Miss Nina. First thing I do every morning is check and look for Nina and Forrest. They're the two pets that we have left. The other deer are wild deer. If you can say they're wild, I pretty much whispered them down to where they're pretty much tame now. And they're feeding on Bermuda grass this morning in the shade, enjoying 70 degrees. Now, it should be about 60 out here this time of the year. But we actually have a cold front that's going to hit Oklahoma today. But would you believe that before that front gets here, we could possibly see 100 degrees? That's right, 100 degrees. Hard to imagine, isn't it? This late in September, and we could see 100 degrees. And then it's supposed to be, this is forecast, you know how forecasts are. But then it's supposed to be cool for a couple, 2 or 3 or 4 days. Very slight chance of rain, 20 or 30%. This is now going down as one of the driest July and August and September. Also an extremely dry year. Hard to think about dry when you look out there and you see that big, beautiful lake. That's a lot of water, a couple billions of gallons of water, but we sure need rain. We surely need rain. Hi, Forrest. Pretty boy Forrest. And his little running mate in crime, Nina. I check to make sure those two are here every morning. And so far they have been. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful little herd of deer. And you just see how peaceful they are, not paying any attention to me at all. Knowing that Jimmy's going to be giving them some more deer food here in a little bit, South Fresh. Aren't they just special? Well, looky here what we have found. I don't know how good a picture we can get of them. We'll move up on them kind of slowly. There should be a big bull there with all those cows and calves. Looks like about a dozen. I see a bull. It's not a giant bull, but he's a pretty good bull. Let's see how close we can get to him there, and I'll shut this mule off. Oh, he's pretty good size, yeah. He's pretty good size. Yeah, there you go. Beamer here. Beamer, come here. Yeah, he's a good one. He's back there. I don't know how well you can see him in the shade. It's not looking too good through my phone, but you can see him back there. He's right in the middle of that big bunch of cows. And he looks like a really pretty 6x6, might be 6 or 7x7.
There you go.
Might be, oh, look at him. He is a giant. Oh, he is a big boy. And he's got the girls. He's got the girls right there. Now, he doesn't have as big a harem as that one I saw the other day. I think that was a different bull. That guy does have about 8 or 9 cows, look like. And he's got some babies in there, too. Look at him. Look at him. Let's see if I can move up just a little bit more. Get a little bit better look at him. They're fairly spooky, but he's kind of calmed down a little bit. I saw him a little while ago, and he just run off like crazy. But now he doesn't seem to be too concerned. He's gonna let us take a picture of him right there. Oh, you big pretty boy. Woo, man.
In as much as you can, Mark.
He is a big one. Look at that baby. Look how big he is upside that baby. That baby says, I'm going to be like you someday, Dad. Yep, look at that.
You're going to go in the sun. You'll be able to get a there you go.
Look at that. Oh, he kind of corralling those deer. He acts like he's corralling them a little bit. What is there, about 7 or 8 or 10? At least maybe a dozen.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Look at
5,
him.
6.
Look at him out there in the sun. All right, I'm going to pull on up. He'll probably run. Get a picture of him in the sun. They're not wanting to get out in the sun, obviously, because believe it or not, it is 97 degrees. Almost 100 degrees here. Oh, look at that. That's horns lit up. Those antlers lit up when he got in that sunshine. Will you look at that bull? Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. What a beauty. What a beauty. He's thinking, are you gonna mess around with my girls? If you are, I'm gonna come over and kick your fanny. Look how muscular he is. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Look how fat all those cows are. They're so incredibly healthy that it's amazing. Those cows are so big and fat. I mean, so big and fat. And can you count them?
I got 9. 2, 4, 6, 7, 9 cows.
And one big giant
One big
bull.
little bull and one.
Woo.
baby.
One or two little babies. They're beautiful.
Good.
They're beautiful.
Got a big old cow there.
Yeah, they're just so fat and beautiful. They don't have any cattle, domesticated cattle to compete with on this ranch, so they get all the good stuff. Here is a little different view of Lucy's herd early in the morning. The sun is up. It's just right after daylight, about, probably 30 or 40 minutes after daylight. And we're on the water. This is a different view. They are in the front yard eating Bermuda grass. You can see the house up there in the background. But we've got all of Lucy's herd that we like to look at those out laying in the yard. I can see everybody's eating except Forrest. You see Forrest laying right in the big middle of everything. He just laying there enjoying himself. He said, I know my boss will feed me. I don't have to eat grass. This Bermuda grass is okay, but it's for deer. I'm a pet. But that's a good bunch of deer right there. And probably, I don't know, I hadn't counted them, but probably 16 or 18 deer right there in the yard, all feeding. Feeder will go off here in a little bit. I think it goes off at 9 o'clock the first time. And they're beautiful right there. Like I said, a little bit different view. Everybody's eating except old lazy Forrest. Forrest says, I'm gonna get some cut up cantaloupe and tomato leftovers and cucumbers. They'll eat all the, we peel the cucumbers to make cucumber salad, and of course they eat then the peelings. Same thing, he eats banana peelings. You can eat a banana, they'll eat banana peelings. But that's the sight that we normally see from the other side early in the morning. But this morning I'm out here fishing with my buddy Mark Hamel from up in Kansas. Mark and I caught 16 bass already on a red man spinnerbait, a Jimmy Houston red man spinnerbait. The old made new is what we call that bait. I won a BASS Angler of the Year title using that bait way back in 1976. We will have those ready to sell sometime soon. We've got it just about made the way we want to make them. We're needing to build molds right now, which is what we're doing. But that is a morning view of Lucy's herd right there in the yard feeding from a different view than you've been looking at it. You looked the last few weeks, and I got to admit, I'll tell you what, it's our little humble abode, but that is a great, 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 great place to live. That might be about like God will have me a mansion like that in heaven someday. It might be bigger than that. I don't know. Might be smaller. I don't know. I don't really care. Whatever mansion God's got prepared, I'm ready. But that's a good bunch of deer right there. And they're also peacefully feeding, not paying a bit of attention to us, all except lazy Forrest. And he says, I don't have to, Jimmy. I don't have to. I can lay right here and enjoy myself, take a little nap, monitor Lucy's herd, and then you'll come and feed me carrots and grapes, tomatoes, cucumbers. Yeah, I got it made. Why in the world would I be eating grass? That is the way to call turkeys there, all you turkey hunters. Just get you a Texas Hunter deer feeder and set it out somewhere and go out there and throw out some feed out of it every now and then and let it go off 2 or 3 times a day. And that's the best way to call turkeys. I tried to call a deer or two up here. Green tag showed up. Green tag's looking a lot better. Here's another deer. Comes Snoopy in from the side. And we got deer coming from everywhere. But look at the turkeys I called in. How quickly I called the turkeys in. Look at that. Another deer showed up. Another deer showed up. Another deer showed up. You talk about grunting in deer and yelping up turkeys. Turkeys said, hey, that beautiful gobbler with that sun shining on him, isn't that something? This is the way to call turkeys. Now, these are not domesticated turkeys at all. These are 100% wild turkeys. They don't know anything about turkey season. All they know is that their buddy comes out here and feeds them. That's all they care about. It's that their buddy comes out, and they're not afraid of me at all. They're absolutely 100% not afraid of me. I could wipe out the whole herd with my bow and arrow if I wanted to. I guess you'd call that a flock. There's another one come in late. I don't even know how many got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 turkeys there. A couple of gobblers and a hen with all of her little babies. Might be 2 hens, but I think there's just one there. I think there's just one adult, and all of those babies are hers. Yeah, that's right. One adult, and all of those babies are hers. So she's got a pretty nice little bunch. The deer are getting beautiful. Snoopy, he's about got his fall colors in. He's got a little bit of orange on his legs yet, but that's the last thing where they change colors over to their fall gray. But they're looking really, really good. And that's how you call turkeys and deer. Ha 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 ha. Very funny, Jimmy. Hey, it works, doesn't it?